Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you yet another Monster Legends review slash gameplay video. Today's video, it's all about Itz-Salami, my boys. Itz-Salami, aka Itzunami. This monster is really, really good. That is right. This monster is really, really, really nice, both in the competitive scene and, just casual play in general. It's a really simple monster. There's nothing really complicated about it, and she plays such a huge role in the competitive scene. She's just really, really nice. She has things that just counter a lot of bothersome things right now. What are those things? So this monster is specifically designed to counter traits and buffs. Both are which are very, very bothersome nowadays because we got too many monsters. We have too many that apply multiple buffs and or have really strong traits that need to be gotten rid of. They're too strong to let stay out because some of the traits guarantee you land all your skills. Other traits give everyone on their team immunities. Just way too strong things. You gotta get rid of them or you're gonna lose. That's just how the game goes. There's already other elements kind of stacking against you. Why are you letting traits be the sole reason why you lost? When you have the power to get rid of them, you should run as much things as you can to counter it. So here's the skill set real quick. I gotta put this on here. I didn't have it on there before. This is my cat Lucky. If you were wondering what the meowing was, it's just my cat. Hey, how's it going? Doing good, doing good. It's a really simple monster, but yeah, you get my point. This is a spammable skill that removes all positive status effects from one enemy and applies nanovirus to one enemy. This is a spammable skill, very useful, very nice. It works on everything, and it's really, really good. Nanovirus blocks all positive effects as well, so not only are you getting rid of the current effects, you are able to prevent any more from happening. The only real downside to this, with even block positive effects, just as because there's a status effects that blocks positive effects as well. They can be removed by remove positive negative effects, and then you get the if they do like a buff immediately after that, they do get the buffs, and I find that dumb. I find that really, really dumb, and it kind of breaks the point of even banking on these kind of things. But it is still really nice, and this thing can spam it. There's not many monsters in this game that have nanovirus or block positive effects, and they can spam the effect. That's really, really good. It's really nice. Yeah, you. Trait disables. The next thing it has, this is a single target trait disable. Doesn't do any damage, just solely there for trait disabling. You need it, you want it, it's good. It shuts down annoying things, specifically War Master stuff. It's nice, it's what you need. This is her AoE trait disable. This is nice, and it's one of her few damaging options if you run the build I'm running. If anything, it's the only damaging skill, so this is a must. It's just her AoE trait disabling skill, and it's just needed. This is her AoE nanovirus, and it removes positive effects before applying nanovirus. This is actually really nice, doing both things at once, and especially removing positive effects first. Patient Cyber is the kind of the original kind of monster to do this. Only has it on a single target skill. Not only does this have a spammable version of that single target skill, but she also has a AoE version, and this is really nice. Alternative skills you can run on this monster are the AoE reverse healing that applies on everyone on your team, like team and enemy team. If you have a cleaner or really not running any healing relics to begin with. The main reason why reverse healing is good in this meta is a lot of people are running healing relics, and it just punishes you for enemies running them. So as long as you're not pinking on recovery, this is completely viable as far as I am concerned. Like, it's strong if you're not banking on recovery to win. It is really nice, and it's spammable too. So as long as your defense setup isn't revolved around healing, It is good. It is a good skill. But if any of your monsters do have healing capacities and they will suffer because of it, the skill isn't worth running. It's only worth running when you know you're not going to have any consequences for running it. Like it's more so consequences for them than it is to you. That's the only time the skill becomes viable. It's really hard to say what I'd remove for it. It's because this is too good to begin with. She does hold a AoE daze. I don't know if it's worth removing really any other of the utility skills though. Again, you really want to bank or prioritize on her. Like it's doing the same thing, yeah, but it's really good. Everything she does is just really good and constant. It's she's never stopped doing what she does, and it's phenomenal. Partners, what do you pair with this thing? Why is this thing so good? Hey, Dib, why are you running full speed on Itzunami? Shouldn't you run full team speed? It doesn't really have any deny skills. No, you don't want to do that. Here's why you don't want to do that. It misses the timing on a lot of things. To run like a team speed setup, you miss your opportunity for like deny plays. It's really weird. You could say it only works when you have like extra turn setup. You have an extra it's built in extra turn, trade disables, and then you can do another thing immediately after, like Talos. But if you're running like a non-extra turn trait disabler and it's not like full speed, like your deny doesn't go immediately after, it's kind of hard to really bank on it. Because it's giving them the opportunity to still deny you or whatever. And that's not really the best thing in the world. I think the best team setup for this monster is running her full speed, a full speed denier that's slower than her, and then just a monster with full team speed. That's kind of how you set it all up. There's a lot of fundamental things that kind of revolve around that too. So it's just something you have to build around. But if you build around it and you do actually get the turn order of her going first, and then your denier, whatever have you, you'll have a really great time. You'll pretty much win the game because you've removed their traits. They can't ever have their traits again, and they just keep getting steeped in deny. And even though they can get immunities at some point, they actually can't because of the nanovirus, which does block any positive effects. That includes the recently, possessed or stunned or frozen effects. They don't get those, so that's really nice. So we're gonna do a few games today, showcasing kind of that setup. I think a good example would be doing this Timeron base. This is a really nice example. This has a lot of positive effects. Just like a plethora of effects and like it's strong traits. This guy's having tough. These two have artifact. Non-deniable sense, right? I can't deny any of these. And then I have the denier here. See, I got my Gorg, Smorgasgorg, who is slower than my Itzunami. So my Itzunami goes first, trait disables, and I just kind of win from there. I'm able to deny all the enemies, and if they have any positive effects in the future, remove them for free, no problemo. I am running the Dunra in place of team speed, so I don't have to rely on really team speed. I don't have to worry about the enemy going before me. Everything just goes to Dunra, and that's nice. I will say if you are kind of banking on Dunra or any Mega Taunter in the future that has, any Taunter in the future that has Mega Taunt as a starting buff or a trait, or you have, yeah, we'll have problems. So as long as it's that specific order, I can't imagine you losing the fight. I just can't because you'll have full control of the game. I will say this monster is really busted also with Thalassa and Necromancy, just because they give him the immunities she doesn't have, like freeze and possession. So that's really nice. So we're just gonna completely win this game here, full like 100%, no problemo. Win. We're gonna remove all the positive effects off of all the enemies. We can't go for deny this turn because of the whatchamacallit. So it would make sense if we just went for the stun. So we got this done. That's pretty good. We still have our protections. That's pretty good. We have our spammable nanovirus. We didn't land nanovirus on that. That's fine, because we can do it on this. And then we can do intimidating roar. Now, you could say there's div, like you're kind of running Gorg and you're running the remove positive effect build. This doesn't, Itsunami still important. Yes, she is for trait disabling. I just haven't gotten that. I actually could have trait disabled right then and there. I just kind of did a dumb thing. I kind of did a dumb thing because I forgot that you can still apply effects or like, trait disable. See, boom. All the traits are, disabled. Then he just went for the remove negative effects. That's annoying. That's fine. We'll stun that. Still not having too much trouble. My, whatchamacallit's getting completely, trolled there. Like I'm getting full on trolled. I got the healing. Traits disabled now, so I can actually go for quite a few things here. We're gonna go for the shocked actually, because this will prevent the enemy's Timuron from really doing anything. We're still we've lost that monster, but we're still fine. We're gonna go for AoE nanovirus. Space time, that's fine. And then we can go into our DOT, drowned into nanovirus. Got the reverse healing, that's fine. We can do AoE stun here. The trait disabled wore off, that's not good. It's relatively bad in our case, but we can go for a trait disable now, which is nice. After recharge, that's not nice, but I can go for nanovirus. Block any future positive effects. He didn't get the whatchamacallit, and that's good. I can actually go for blunt harpoon here. We'll go for harpoon Gatling gun. We can trait disable, and we've actually just won the game. This time Iran can't do anything to us. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Itz-Salami, my boy. Itz-Salami for the victory. I'm also not running any relics in this video. For relics, since he does have the built-in reverse healing, maybe you want to run for relics. You could either run stamina recovery, or armor related stuff, because there is a mask that gives armor and there is an amulet that also gives armor in place of healing, just so you don't suffer from reverse healing. But beyond that, you just run recovery. You run a healing mask and then you run stamina amulet. Now this is actually a really nice team to showcase my monster here. So this is a really good team. This is actually really nice. However, he's running the dun rocket. He's running the dun round, my boys. We can actually go for the spammable remove positive effects in nanovirus. And then we can run either AoE stun here, which we did get. We can run trait disable now. Now we're guaranteed to land our effects. We lost our Dunra there, but this guy's still gonna lose. We'll do the DOT into nanovirus on that, whatchamacallit. And then we can do electrified harpoon into trait disable. So yeah, that trait's never coming back. Never. I've been cursed. That's not the best thing in the world. It's not the worst thing. It kind of is, actually. And then drowned. I'm getting hit by a lot of things. Blunt harpoon. into trait disable. And then there we go. Neat. We'll do one more battle to showcase the complete awesomeness of the monster. Because again, this monster is dope. I'd say the only time this monster doesn't work for you, really, is if she's controlled the whole game. So, and or cooldown's activated, so if you run monsters that protect that, that's completely fine. Completely good. We'll do... I guess we could do this Neobuki base. I think this would be a good example. So we can start the game off with Nanovirus. And I completely forgot about the trait. I should have went for trait disabled first, but I wouldn't be able to anyway because of the evasion. So that's fine. I'm not bothered by that. I can disable all the traits, which I've officially done now. Gonna go for the blunt harpoon on that Neo, removing the positive effects, which is 100% nice, my boys. I could actually go for... I'm just gonna go for the Neobuki. Continue to block any positive effects that she might want to have. And then I'll go for Drowned on that Elvira. Neo didn't get any of her positive effects, though they did actually remove all the negative effects. I could really go straight for the trait disable on that Neo again. And then into Nanovirus again. See, again, like, they're not able to really keep their effects at all. Period. Like there's nothing they can really do to actually keep what they're applying, which is a huge deal. That is completely huge. That these monsters can't keep their positive effects in the slightest. It's crazy. Now I am running. Now it's true that I am running Gorg, who can remove positive effects on its own, but still, it is nice to, you know, prevent any future ones as well. It is nice to remove positive effects before you do all your stuff. But some things like shield and like... Well, I guess not shield, like... I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, in terms of... You know, as long as you get a turn in, I guess, with Gorg. But it's just nice to have. I think Nanovirus is just nice. It's a really nice buff that deserves credit because it does a lot for you. But yeah, that's it for this video. I also think Itzunami is really good against anticipation bases. In fact, I want to do this one. I'll do one more. We'll do one more for tonight to show off this anticipation stuff. But I forgot I didn't even... Dude, I didn't even run a extra turn monster. Or I'll still do it. We'll still do this, my boy. Harpoon Gatling gun. Into our trait disabled. It's too bad I don't have, whatchamacallit? Drowned. Into Nano. Into Blunt. No, she won't actually get her recently stunned. If I was running a monster that could also stun, I could chain stun, which is nice. Applies Nanovirus. Trait disable. Let's just continue to have that trait gone out of here. We don't want it. We don't need it. It's no bueno. No good against our team of monsters that completely counter it. And then that was there. There we go. That's the last one. That's the last one, my boys. This has been an Itzunami, aka Itz-Salami video. Let me know what you guys think about Itzunami in the comment section below. I think I've been having a lot of fun with it. And so that's it for this video. I'm Dib the Awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.